Welcome to the University of Oklahoma College of Arts and Sciences Convocation, and congratulations to the class of 2020. On behalf of the faculty and staff of the college, I welcome all of you who are joining us remotely from across the country and the globe. I now have the distinct pleasure to introduce our student speaker, Miles Francisco. Miles is this year's recipient of the Carl Albert Award, which is presented annually to the outstanding senior in the College of Arts and Sciences. Miles is a double major in political science and in African and African American studies. In addition, he's also earned minors in women's and gender studies and in international studies. Miles is a dedicated campus student leader focusing on issues related to justice and equity. In 2018, he co-founded the Black Emergency Response Team, which has played a pivotal role in educating the campus community. He's also strongly involved with the OU Gender and Equality Center, where he works as the programming intern and event chair for the LGBTQ+ Program Advisory Board and as a step-in, step-out peer educator. After graduation, Miles plans to partake in a year-long fellowship revolving around his passions for justice, policy, and community before carrying his education forward in graduate school. Please welcome Miles Francisco.
Thank you, Dean Roble, for that introduction. It is not lost on me that the speech that some of you are hearing comes in place of a ceremony that you will look forward to for at least 4 years, especially for first-generation students and children of immigrants. Graduation was going to be the pinnacle of all the sacrifices that generations of folk worked tirelessly for you to reach, donned in your cap and gown with all your achievements, and indeed theirs, on full display. We don't get that, at least not when we expect it to. But I want all of you to know that no ceremony defines the whole of the miraculous feat of earning a college degree despite the many odds you likely overcame. The immense pride you should feel should not be tainted by the current circumstances. You are your ancestors' wildest dreams. You did that. You deserve all the praise. Congratulations. Now, will you dream radically with me for a moment? My only hope for all the graduates is that you find your purpose. As you are on your journey of discovery, it is my sincerest hope that along the way you will help others and not turn a blind eye to the happenings in their life. Toni Morrison tells us that when you get these jobs that you have been so brilliantly trained for, just remember that your real job is that if you are free, you need to free somebody else. If you have some power, then your job is to empower somebody else. Let us hold to that. Now, some of these things may seem like gargantuan tasks, but they're not when we begin to see that small actions by each of us can make all the difference. I'm not asking each of you to take huge public stands at every injustice in the world. I'm asking you to lead with radical empathy and to know that this college degree that you've earned allows you a level of stature and power that many do not have. And with this stature comes a responsibility to your fellow human beings across this state, country, and world to do whatever you can, however big or small, to make their life a little better. And to know that in turn we all prosper when those with the least can flourish right alongside us. We as beings are not detached from the societal conditions in which we all live under, for better or worse. As we leave the bubble that often is this college campus and into new sights and wonders, the countless systemic flaws that permeate our society must be addressed. And I believe that we can be the class, the generation, the people who radically shift what is normal in our world today. So when you become aware of entire buildings filled with caged human beings stripped of any semblance of their humanity and told that the worst thing they've ever done defines their entire being, don't turn the other way. When many are in those cages for the crime of being too poor to survive under capitalism, when these people are sentenced to death by the state during a pandemic because they don't have the ability to social distance, or wash their hands because they don't have soap, or to self-isolate, don't turn the other way. Say something. Do something. When children are removed from their homes and the parents are deported to what would likely be their death, when people are put in cages, forced to sleep under tinfoil in crowded rooms, do not look the other way. Say something. Do something. When your friend makes a homo-negative remark or insults a transgender person's identity as not real, don't laugh alongside them, continuing the cycle of ignorance and inflicting harm in our society. Say something. Do something. Know that there are movers in this world who wish to keep you silent, who wish for you to not reach your radical dreams, who wish for our demise. But we are stronger when we are together. And to be together, we have to do the oh so difficult work of building a global community. A community that does not look at a nation's dropping of bombs and bullets on thousands and calling the death of children and people, not unlike you or I, collateral damage. So look deeper than what is on the surface. Ask critical questions as to why things are. Push yourself to live a life that uplifts others as much as yourself. I'll be right there with you. Now to the students who will return to campus in the coming semesters, hold strength together. Know that the University of Oklahoma is what it is because of you. Every staff, faculty, and especially administrator is in their role to make your experience the best it can be, to do everything in their power to allow you to bloom into the best you can be. Know that when they fall short on this promise, it is within your purview and really your duty to speak up and hold them accountable to be better by you and your peers. Know that the radical change that is needed to get this institution to be a truly equitable and inclusive space can be had if you demand it. To tell those who have a stranglehold on power that you are not invisible and that they are not invincible. The campus we want to see is possible, and you should expect nothing less. To the class of 2020, we can and will make real the dreams of those who sacrificed for us to be here. Do your part. Live and lead with love. I'm sure our paths will cross again soon. Thank you to the countless friends, mentors, staff, and faculty who have left a lasting impact on me and helped to make my time at this university a truly memorable one. Thank you to my village, who are the only reason I am here today. Thank you to my mama and pops. Be well, love and power to you all.
Thank you, Miles, for inspiring us. Since we were not able to meet in person and hear a traditional keynote address, we reached out to Daniel Pei, who was recently honored by our college as the Distinguished Young Alumni Award recipient. Daniel's parents immigrated to the US from South Korea in 1983, and he credits them for setting a standard of selflessness and determination that he carries with him. That standard led him to OU, where Daniel graduated summa cum laude with a 4.0 GPA in 2017, with a double major in economics and political science, a double minor in history and international and area studies, and a master's degree in public administration. In 2018, at age 23, Daniel was elected as a member of the Oklahoma House of Representatives. While serving in the House, he's found early success. He was recognized as the Oklahoma Public Employee Association's Freshman Legislator of the Year and received the 2019 Rising Star Award from the International Leadership Foundation. Please welcome Daniel Pei.
Hello, class of 2020. When OU's first president, David Ross Boyd, stepped off the train in Norman, he made the observation, what possibilities? Right now, because of current events related to the COVID-19 pandemic, you may be wondering the same thought, except with a large question mark at the end. Indeed, our society has never been disrupted as it has during the past several weeks in our lifetimes. Let us be grateful for all the folks on the front lines, whether it's medical professionals, first responders, and essential service workers. While we've been physical distancing, we've all experienced a combination of fear, disappointment, and anxiety. And to all the graduates who are watching, you probably also felt immense uncertainty about what specific possibilities are in your future, whether it's identifying a career path, preserving your financial security, or preparing for new social norms. And your senior year was unexpectedly interrupted. I believe one important takeaway from the past month is not to take anything or anyone for granted. It's tempting to drive through life on cruise control or worry constantly about what tomorrow will bring. Instead, focus on the present and spend as much time with your loved ones. What you now have is a well-rounded education from the University of Oklahoma that you've worked diligently for during the past few years. You now have the memories and experiences with your friends to reflect on whenever you're discouraged. And you now have the responsibility and opportunity to lead our state and our country. Now, just because you're graduating from this university doesn't mean that you're finished learning, because learning is a lifelong adventure. Intellectual humility is a key characteristic in effective leadership. Despite these challenging times, don't lose hope and don't give up. We have the Oklahoma Standard for a reason, and this generation has already demonstrated that regardless of the type and scope of challenge, you are persistent in fighting for fairness and equality, organizing together for systemic change, and proving the cynics and critics wrong. So, although this is a different commencement ceremony than what we're normally used to, I encourage all of you watching to celebrate, reflect, express gratitude, and be filled with joy and optimism. Remember your possibilities. Congratulations, class of 2020.
Dear College of Arts and Sciences Spring 2020 graduates, while I wish we were together in person in the Oklahoma Memorial Stadium for commencement and the Lloyd Noble Center for Convocation, I'm glad we're together virtually to celebrate your achievements. I'm grateful to you for the persistence you've shown in completing your degree programs in the midst of the COVID-19 crisis. Please know that my thoughts have been with all members of our campus community and their families during this time, as you all cope with the far-reaching effects of this pandemic. I'm grateful to your families for the support they've given you throughout your time at OU. Please don't forget to thank them. And I'm grateful to the outstanding faculty who've taught and mentored you, and to the talented staff of the college and the university who've supported your educational journey. I'm also grateful to our brilliant speaker, Miles Francisco, who urged you to be crusaders for justice, equity, diversity, and humanity, and to our brilliant alumni speaker, Representative Daniel Pay, who urged you to remember that you now have the responsibility and opportunity to lead our state and our country. You're graduating from the oldest, the largest, and the most demographically and disciplinarily diverse college at our university. We're 10,000 strong in majors, and you're now joining a dedicated and highly active college alumni community of more than 100,000. You've mastered existing knowledge and created new knowledge in your fields of study, and now you're moving to the third and highest stage of intellectual and professional development, where you apply your expertise to our local, state, regional, national, and global communities to make them stronger, safer, healthier, more just, peaceful, prosperous, sustainable, diverse, and humane places. As graduates of the OU College of Arts and Sciences, the cornerstone of this great university, you're ready to be agents of human improvement. You're the ones now charged with the responsibility to use the new knowledge and understanding that you've acquired and created to make a tangible difference in our world. This is not merely a pleasant thought, a passing hope, an empty platitude to be delivered at convocation ceremonies and forgotten in the days and months and years that follow. This is my earnest plea to you all. Your family and friends have supported you, our outstanding faculty have helped guide you, and now you all stand at a crossroads where you can focus on personal success solely through professional and economic achievement, or on personal fulfillment, which can include all the professional and economic success in the world, but is enshrined in a larger set of goals and commitments that will make this world better. You are, to use the writer John Steinbeck's words, the bright rally flags of hope and emulation, the people who are charged with celebrating and implementing humanity's proven capacity for greatness of heart and spirit, for courage, compassion, and love. You're now the leaders, the people who change lives for the better and inspire others to do the same. To name just a few examples from your class: Leanne Ho, an English Literary and Cultural Studies double major. Leanne's academic research focuses on the impact of storytelling on social distancing from LGBTQ people. Leanne was named a 2020 Rhodes Scholar, a remarkably prestigious award, and they plan to continue their studies at the University of Oxford, before attending medical school. Emily Mee is a political science graduate with an accelerated Master of Public Administration. She plans to attend the University of Indiana O'Neill School of Public Affairs to pursue her doctorate and continue a career in academia. Isha Jahingan is graduating with a bachelor's in chemical biosciences with double minors in Spanish and pre-health social sciences. She plans to take a gap year to focus on public health before attending medical school. And Marie Fawad, who is graduating with degrees in psychology and history of science. Marie has been accepted to Columbia, where she'll study public health. These are just a few examples of the countless stories of inspiring individuals in your class. Congratulations to you all. Enjoy this special moment. Take the rest of the weekend off if you wish, but know that there's plenty of work to do, and your class will learn many lessons from the collective experience of this historic pandemic, and I believe will emerge a stronger, more humane, more inclusive society as a result. In the future, there'll always be new, complicated challenges to solve, and with your degree from the University of Oklahoma, the truth is that you're now better positioned than any previous class of graduates to meet them. It's time to be agents of transformative change in the world. We need you to do this. You need you to do this. Make us proud. Inspire us all. Congratulations. Please join me in recognizing this year's graduates of the College of Arts and Sciences. In this virtual ceremony, each graduate is individually recognized in an individual personal achievement slide at the bottom of this website. Graduates can be searched by name or college. We're truly proud of each and every one of you. Class of 2020, on behalf of all of the faculty and staff of the College of Arts and Sciences, please know this: we will always be here for you. We could not be more proud of you. We know that you will lead our society and make it stronger. Congratulations.